All right, good afternoon, everybody. Dr. Shankopotamus here. What you see is the Husqvarna 450 chainsaw. Great little chainsaw. This thing's done fantastic work for me. As you can tell by the box, it is well used and continues to be well used. It's been through several bars. It's been through countless number of chains, and I thought today I'll show you how to change the chain on this Husqvarna. Got a couple of parts ordered for it too. There's a few screws that fell out of it, and I can show you where those go and how those go and what we did in another video. Still functions just fine. I'm not sure where the screw fell out, but we're just going to start by opening this up. As you can see, the case is pretty dirty. It shows you the case. Got my wrench, okay, up in here. Always keep a spare spark plug. Learned that the hard way. Keep a spare spark plug around. That's actually one of my older spark plugs. Clean it off in case of a pinch. So actually I keep two spark plugs around. Okay, there's the other one. And then I'll show you what we do with this. You always need a grease gun, some kind of metal pointy tip, some kind of point on the tip there that you can use to get the grease into the end of the bar. Okay, you've got your bar chain oil. Over here I have got a big gallon jug of this, and I use it to refill this, so that's why this thing's so dirty. I just keep using the same one over and over. What else we got in here? We got our, there you go, got our 2-stroke oil. What else we got in here? A couple of rags, kind of keep them laying around. Instruction book, you guys can see that up there. A little wedge. I've got several of these, but this is one that I keep to make sure it's out there with me all the time. And we got a new chain. That's what we're going to be doing today. I'll show you how this works. And cleaning comments will be fine. Yes, the box needs to be cleaned. I've just been doing a lot of land clearing here lately, having a chance to clean the box. It's even dirty here from the mud the other day, but this thing keeps going through anything. It's a fantastic piece of machinery. So I'm going to move this out of the way, get the saw out here, and I'll show you how this works. Okay, so we got the saw out. This is our wrench that we're going to be using. Always wear gloves. I mean, I guess you can do this without gloves, but the new chains here, pretty darn sharp. Once I learn how to use my sharpener pretty well, I'll give you guys instructions on how to sharpen the chains. I got a new sharpener from Northern Tools. I got tired of paying them to sharpen my chains because I got, I don't know, 10, 12 chains that I go through. Cutting down a lot of cedar. It's got a lot of dirt in the bark, and it goes through those chains pretty quickly. But I'll show you how this works. Get it up on its side. Actually, on this other side, I can show you, this is where 2 of my screws popped out. Still works just fine, but I've got them on order right now. Also, chain keep here is bent, and on the inside, place where the chain popped off and tore it, got those pieces on order. Still works fine. Just want to get those out. Take your cover off. Just get hold of your screw here. Loosen up just a little bit. This is the screw that will tighten your bar. Okay. Back off on that just a little bit. It makes it easier to get everything off. Get your screw on off right there. I'm going to zoom this in for us just a little bit. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing here a little bit better. So, a lot of people keep an extra nut around just in case you drop this thing in the grass, can't find it. I don't have an extra one laying around, but it wouldn't be a bad idea if you're out working. And you can see on the inside of here, a little bit dirty. I'll usually go through, blow all this off, okay, clean all this. I'm inside the garage, it's going to make a mess. So every time you do change it, just take the end of this and you can clean all this out. I'm going to clean it later. I'm going to show you the change right now. You just slide the bar back. It's pretty simple. Once you have the bar back, you don't have to take the bar all the way off, okay? You just lift the chain off the end, bring the chain down and around and off the back. Very simple, okay? Very simple. Like I said, you don't have to take the bar all the way off. When I'm cleaning it, sometimes I will take the bar all the way off to get in and get it clean. But you don't have to take take out your new chain. Chain can be a little bit difficult sometimes to get it straightened all the way around. See what I mean? It can be a real pain sometimes. We're almost there. One more loop. Good. And there's your chain. Can you look at the teeth on the chain? See if y'all can see this without my glove in the way. This is the cutting edge of your teeth, the edge that's angled. Okay, that's one of the best ways to keep up with it. That angled edge, you can look at it close, you can tell it's sharp. You want that edge going forward over the top of the bar. Okay, so that's why I'm going like this. Another way to look at it is the little notch is facing forward. Okay, where the catch back here in the back end will catch the notch and pull it. You're driving it from back here. So you can go across underneath the back first. Just lay it underneath your drive right here. Out and over the end. You can't see this by off camera, but I just slid it onto the end of the bar just like this. Take your bar, lift your bar out. Okay. A little bit of tension on your bar, gently lifting up, and lay your chain into your bar. Okay. Just like that. All right. Now sometimes, if you're not sitting in the grooves back here where the drive is, your bar won't be all the way out. When you're ready to put your side back on, it won't quite fit on. If that's the case, you can wiggle a little bit, move it out, or just put your case on, screw your adjusting screw back down until it slides in, and then slide your bar back out. Your adjusting screw has got a pin right here that fits into your bar right here. Okay. So what we'll do is put our plate back on. That one slides back in nicely. Put our nut back on eventually. You guys can see that. We're going to hand tighten it down, okay, where it's not completely tight, because now you want to adjust your chain tension. Tighten your screw down. Check your tension on your chain. You should be able to pull it. It should be tight. It shouldn't come out of the groove here in your bar. Okay, you see that? When I'm pulling on it, it's loose enough to move, but you don't want it popping out of that bar. Okay. And once you've got that, go ahead and tighten your nut down. And here's one trick that I do to make sure your chain does not loosen up. Once your bar's good and tight, go back to your adjusting screw here. Just turn it tight. That gives you tension between the adjusting screw and your nut. Keep your bar from sliding, keep your chain from loosening up. Okay? Be sure, after you've done this, there's two more things to do that are important. Of course, if you want to refuel it, you can refuel it, but definitely put a new chain on. Every time you do the chain, if you need the fuel, check your oil level. Okay, I mean your bar oil level here, and make sure that you've got plenty of bar oil in there, or chain oil in there. Sorry, your chain oil level. The other thing, I showed you this earlier. Okay, right here. Let's get this little puppy out. A hole in the end of these. I figure I've had a Craftsman as well as a Husqvarna. This Husqvarna is way better. I think most of them have a place to grease the end of your bar here. Put it down, press hard. You can see the grease starting to come out the side right there. And then just turn it a little bit to mix the grease in. A couple of squirts. You can see it start to come out by the chain. Okay. And it's got a hole on each side. And another one over here. A couple of bits of grease right there. All right. And you're good to go. And that's how to change the chain on a Husqvarna. This one in particular is the Husqvarna 450 X-Torque, great little saw. It's got an 18-inch blade on it, but I have a 20-inch as well that I use on it. But a great little chainsaw. Thank you very much.